Hi everybody, this is Vasu. Welcome to my channel. Today in this video, I am going to talk about assignment. In that, the meaning, purpose. These two I am going to talk or discuss about these two. Now, first to what is assessment? So, what is assessment? Assessment of what? So, related to education. In education means it becomes so the teaching learning process will come. Learning is very important. So we have to assess the learning. That means it is assessment of learning. Okay. Now what is this assessment? What it gives that we will see that now. Now the assessment involves the use of empirical data on student learning to refine program. So it involves so it whatever the assessment means it should have that empirical data. A collection of data is there. So that gives the idea to refine the program, that is learning program, how we can make it to learn. So for that we are using this assessment. And then helping students to meet certain standards. So here we are seeing that the students are, we have all the three categories. Students will find the classroom, the lower lower learner, low learners, average, and the gifted. Okay. So in all the types of students we have, so that meets the certain standard. And then using assessment data to identify strength and weakness in student performance and to improve the quality of teaching and learning. So by using this assessment, so we can identify the strength and weakness in student performance. Without identifying the strength and weakness, the teacher cannot teach properly and cannot improve the students' learning. So that assessment is very important. So how we can define the assessment clearly? Now, the assessment is the process of gathering and discussing information from multiple and diverse sources in order to develop a deep understanding of what student knows, understand and can do with their knowledge. So here the process of gathering and discussion. We have to collect the data from different sources. So to collect the information, one source is not enough because we have to see the improvement of student in all the aspects. What are all the aspects here? Cognitive, affective and psychomotor. Okay. So that means intellectually whether the student is developed or not, and feeling is developed or not, or in skill oriented. So that we have to see that. And also what the student know. Okay. How much the student know, we should know, because we have to teach means we should know, as a teacher we should know that how much they know and how can and they can understand the concept and what they can do with their knowledge. They have the basic knowledge, what they can able to do, that we should know, then only we can teach properly. So as a result of all this education experience, the process culminates when assessment results are used to improve subsequent learning. And the assessment is the systematic basis for making inferences about the learning and development of student it is development of students. It is the process of defining, designing, collecting, analyzing, interpreting and using information to increase students' learning and development. So it is a systematic base for making inference. Yes, to collect the data, then we have to do the planning and collecting, analyzing. All we have to do. Totally, our aim is to improve the or increase the students' learning and development. This is what the assessment. So the process of gathering the information from different sources to make the learner improvement. Okay, improve in their studies. That is what the actual assessment is. Now let us see the next is purpose of assessment. Why we have to do this? What is the purpose of assessment? Here, the first, to assist the student learning. Learning is taking tests, but so students find the difficult in learning. So in that way, as we know that collecting information, we know how we can teach, how we can guide the student and all. So it helps to assist the student. So to assist the student is very helpful, and to identify student strength and weakness. So we have to identify strength and weakness. We have to use this assessment, and to assess the effectiveness of the particular instructional strategies. So to assess the effectiveness of particular instructional strategy, we have to use the different strategies to teach, whether is it effective to the students learning or not. Okay, that should know means assessment is very important, and to assess the improve the effectiveness of the curriculum program. So whether whatever the curriculum program, so that should be satisfied or they are improving, they are fulfilling the needs of the students or not, that we have to see me. So that is assessment is required, and to assess and improve the teaching effectiveness. To assess and improve the teaching effectiveness, not only the students point of view, the teacher point of view also. So the teacher can improve, they can adopt the different methods, different techniques to teach. So why we have to adopt? We have to make them to learn properly. That is why we have to do that. Then to provide data that assist in decision making. So whatever this, the collecting the data in different sources, what is assessment? So that will give the idea or to assist the decision making. We are collecting the data from different sources for one particular student. We can understand and we can judge, we can take the decision. Is somewhat poor in this area, he has to improve. Okay, so that helps us to help the teacher to take the decision about the individual. Okay, how, so that we can make them to learn, how best we can make them to learn, the teacher can think. And lastly, here to communicate with and involve COI, that is cultural orientation instruction. So this assessment gives the idea to the teacher, not only the teaching whatever the concept. Okay. So in the concept, so we have to learn the basis of cultural orientation instruction. So we have to involve, we have to adopt the cultural basis while teaching any concept. Okay. So for all this purpose, so we have to use this assessment. So so that's about this today's class discussion. Thank you. Thank you.